What's up, y'all? Hello, hello, good evening. Happy Sunday. Happy Sunday. Let me get myself situated. And we're live. Yes, we are. Desert Tactical, welcome. Thank you for joining in. All right. Hi, Daddy. Hello, Giselle. Got the kids in the other room joining in. That's funny. All right, let's get into this thing, shall we? All right, so first and foremost, sorry the live is delayed. I was selling an old set of tires, and the guy wanted to meet at 5, and I was like, I got stuff to do, but I also want to make this sale, so that's why I had to push you guys back. I'm sorry, I apologize. Hopefully this time works for y'all. All right, so first question of the week is next build. I feel like I always get this this question every week. Next build. So I actually have an answer this week. Typically I don't. I'm like, I don't know. I got this lower over here, but I don't know what I'm going to do with it yet. But I do have an update. So I have an upper on the way. So it will be an AR-15 based platform. Not really going to tell you too much more about what it is, but hopefully this coming week it gets here. If not, the next week I'll have a video out on the next. I'm going to use build very loosely. It's not really a build. I bought a complete upper, so we'll see how it goes. But it'll be built in the sense of I'm going to add the attachments that I want to it. So stand by for that. It will be cool, and it will be a little bit different, I think. If you have any guesses on the caliber, then put them down in the comments right here. Maybe I'll acknowledge it and let you know. Maybe I won't. But if you got a guess, put it down in the comments. What's up, brother? What's up, Jason? Hello, 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 wife. US2A Arms. Hola. Hola, ¿cómo está? Bien. Finally catching a live. My notifications are working again. That's what's up, DZP. Hi, and it's... Watch it, Dave. Just kidding. You're good. All right. I have a question. I'm ready for your question. Send it, Desert Tactical. No, I don't want a water bottle. No, I'm just kidding. 5.7. It's a cool pistol caliber, but no, this is it's a 16-inch upper. It's not a 5.7. I'm waiting for Desert Tactical's question. It hasn't come through yet, so maybe I'll go to my next question and come back to Dave. All right, so next question I got. Are you swapping out your braces for stocks? So no, I will not be swapping out my pistol braces for stocks because one, I don't know, maybe I can play a little bit of ignorance, and two, I'm not messing with anything. However I have my stuff built is how it's going to stay. And we've had talks on previous lives about this, not to incriminate each other or myself. But I'm not going to rush out and change everything about all my builds, add 16-inch barrels, or change them to full-length rifles and blah, 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 do NFA stamps. I'm not doing any of that. I'm done playing the game. So however I build my stuff is how I'm going to build my stuff, and it's how I'm going to shoot it. Maybe I have to be a little bit more careful about where I shoot it and where I have my stuff, but so be it. They forced my hand, and I'm not going to play the game anymore. The 5.7 ARs and PS90S are pretty dope. They are. They are. I haven't really seen too many 5.7 ARs though. That's crazy. Maybe that's something I should look into. You know? I don't know. All right. So I have two friends. Or this is from Desert Tactical. So I have two friends who are Leo and want me to train with them, or train them, but I'm not an instructor of anything. Far from it. What should I do? Are they paying? Are they paying? No. So you don't have to be an instructor, military, police. You don't have to be any of that to be proficient in what you do. If they're law enforcement and they've seen something in you that's worth, you know, their time for you to train them, then take it as a compliment and train them. Just go into it with a more of a I wouldn't call it instructing them for, I don't know, maybe there's some, I don't know all the laws about business rules and all that crap, liability and all that shit, but I would say train them, but just go into it with the sense that it's just a few buddies going out and shooting and you're showing them some tactics and things that make themselves a little bit better. Yeah, I'm not really sure I would say you're instructing or training them for liability and business purposes, but to just go out on the range and shoot and teach them a little bit of something, then why not call it what it is? Big Boss Productions, hello all. What's up, man? How you doing? Welcome. Jason, 6'8" upper? Question. It is not a 6'8". It is not a 6'8". He definitely read my comment first. I'm an active Leo. If your friends are wanting to train with you, they definitely think you're someone to learn from. Maybe frame it as shooting as opposed to training. Exactly. Yeah. Just label it as label it as doing something else, not really training. Makes so much sense. Thank you, and DZ, for the reply. Anytime, anytime, anytime. Yeah, I'm always weird on the liability thing. That's why I won't ever recommend like plates for plate carriers and stuff. It's like you got to be very specific what you call things and how you like look at it and how you go about labeling it. So if it's just a few buddies going out to shoot, hey, that's what it is, and you're just giving them some pointers. Scott Kentfield, your thoughts on 12 gauge novelty shells, Dragon's Breath, etc. It's just that novelty. I mean, I think they're cool. It's cool to have. As far as like having that at my bedside to trust for like, you know, self-defense use or anything like that, then I don't know, probably not. I don't think I could go wrong with just some standard old double-aught buck. I don't know. I just feel like that's you can't really go wrong with buckshot. If you're living by yourself. Me personally, I don't use a shotgun as a home defense weapon. I use an AR or a pistol. Shotgun for me, I have children and buckshot, the spread, the way shit walls are made these days. I'm not trying to you know, have that spread go out and damage more stuff than necessary. So I like a precision weapon. But to answer your question, I think all those things are cool to have and collect. Like I'll collect random just craziness, knives, different types of ammo, stuff like that, just to have it. But as far as employment and using it, you know, dealer's choice, I guess. RTT Guns and Gear, hello, hello, brother, welcome, welcome. RTT in the house, yes he is. Viking Knot, are those daggers on the desk? What's your thoughts on them? Shotguns are for birds and breaching. That is correct. That is correct, RTT. Vikings Knot. So yes, these two are daggers, and unfortunately I can't pick them up or deal with them in any way, or my live will get shut down. I learned that the hard way. In the middle here is a Glock 43X. So RTT is going to disagree wholeheartedly, and he has every right to, because of his experience with PSA and stuff like that. I haven't had an issue with them. I haven't really ran them to the dirt though. I've put them through various range days, shooting hundreds of rounds of ammo at a time, and I've never had an issue. I think for what they are, it's a good value. I have made it very adamant that I would never carry them or trust my life to it. Not that I've had a reason to. I've like some people have had issues, and I'm not going to sugarcoat it. Some people had locking block issues, pins walking out, all kinds of crap. Personally, I've never had an issue, but I'm not going to use them as a anything other than a range toy slash throw in the truck or something just to have it. But I carry my Glock 43X on me for the most part, and I'll switch it up every once in a while with like a Ruger or something for like everyday carry. Viking daggers are freaking fun AF. Probably not battle-ready firearms, but definitely cool range toys. Exactly. So, Desert Tactical hit it. For the range and just throwing around and not really giving a crap about it, I think you can't really beat a sub $400 handgun. They're interchangeable with all Glock 19 stuff. So if you wanted to start off with a PSA dagger, which the base price is a couple $100 under a Glock, and then put all Glock stuff into it, and you're still under that $550 mark, then hey, that might be something that you want to think about, but it's really just up to you. All right. Next question from my notes here. How is that Amazon range bag holding up? So I want to say it was like almost a year ago now. I did a review on a range bag that I got from Amazon. It's like a duffel bag style. Actually, I think I have it over here. 1 second. So yeah, I have it right here. There's a bunch of crap in it right now, but yeah. So I got this on Amazon about a year ago, and as you can see, it's holding up really well. So I'm not the type to like really throw my crap around and treat it like garbage, but I do toss it around, and it goes in the back of the truck, it goes to the range, and it gets thrown on the table. Then I obviously lay out my stuff. But yeah, I haven't had any issues with it. It's big enough to fit everything I need. It's got a nice shoulder strap on it, a bunch of pockets. I keep my Uplula mag loaders, a pen, notepad, all my mags. It even has room for my EarPro, iPro cleaning gear, pretty much everything I need. And if I'm just bringing like 3 or 4 handguns out, all the cases will fit in there also. So it's just one bag to just go and do what I need to do. So it's holding up really well, and it was actually it was under $50. I want to say it was like 40, 45. And if you guys are interested in that range bag, if you go to my main profile and go to my campsite page, I have a link to my Amazon store, and under cases, you'll find that duffel bag for the range. Ride an update on your AT3 Alpha. So the AT3 Alpha out of the box was awesome. I put it on that weapon right there. I can't touch it because live will get shut down. But I put it on this AR pistol right here, and as soon as I put it on, that thing was just dialed in. I didn't have to really make any adjustments. I think I ended up eventually going, a couple clicks to the left, I believe, just to get it, a little bit more precise. But for a red dot, just slapping it on the rail, it was accurate right out of the box, and I haven't had an issue with it since. I actually banged it around a couple times, and I was like, "Ugh, man, it's probably gonna be way off now." It held zero. Nothing happened. I'm usually very iffy when I bang an optic around, not in the sense that it's gonna break, but just throwing off my zero. But I think that's just my self-conscious from like the old cheap rifle scope days when I was like hunting as a kid in the woods. I would bang my scope, and then it would be way off, and I gotta lie to my dad and say, nah, I think there was somebody else shooting back in the woods. It definitely wasn't me. I didn't miss. But AT3 Alpha is doing well. You know what, Desert Tactical? You don't have one yet, do you? Do you have an AT3 Alpha? Let me know down in the comments. All right. I keep seeing this comment from RTT. Shotguns are for birds and breaching. It's so true. Desert Tactical, I don't. If Delta D80 hasn't sent you his to shoot and review it, I'll send you mine if you want. So just let me know. I have some AT3 stuff that I've been pretty happy with. Yeah, I mean, I feel like they're kind of like another Monstrum almost, in a sense. Pretty decent quality stuff at a a very affordable price point that I think most people can afford to buy and not be afraid to get it dirty, knock it around a little bit, and still have it work when it needs to. Maddie, and I'm not even going to try to pronounce your last name because I don't want to mess it up. Where can I get that range bag from? So it's on Amazon. If you go to my main profile when this live is over, go to my main YouTube profile, and in my bio I have a campsite page. If you click that link, it'll show you a bunch of other links, and it says Amazon RDO Amazon store. Click that, and under the folder that says cases, you'll see it there. Scott Kentfield, I was thinking some of those shells might be effective as a shock and awe device kept in the side saddle. Pepper mist, incendiary, flashbang, etc. Intimidating. Yeah, man. I mean, honestly, I'm not trying to intimidate or scare anyone with anything. If they're a threat, I'm taking them out. I don't need gimmicks to do that. Like I said, double aught buck or a nice slug does the job just fine. So I don't want to intimidate, scare, any of that craziness. I'm either going to carry them on my business and ignore, an idiot being an idiot, or if my life, family, friends' lives are threatened, I'm going to take them out, and then that's it. I don't need to have something that says Dragon's Breath or Incendiary. I'm not John Wick or anything, So if that's what you want to do, then that's fine. That's cool. I'm not knocking you by any means, but just not something I want to do and mess with in the legalities of the world we live in today. The one I had was sent to me by Delta D80. I already have a review on my channel. It's very solid optic for the price point. You know what? Now that I remember when I said, did Delta D80 send you his, I knew you did a review on it. I'm an idiot. I have a good and bad experience with Monstrum optics and a Scout offset mount, or optics and a Scout offset mount are 100% good. A hand stop that I got from them was hot garbage. I remember you messaging me about that hand stop. But yeah, so Monstrum, funny you say that. This rail is from Monstrum, and the one thing I hate, it was very inexpensive, and it works, it's good, it's got lots of, M-block attachment points, but the barrel nut has a stupid ass sprocket looking design to it, and it's exposed outside of the rail. So you see these sharp little sprocket looking things from the barrel nut that are exposed, and that's just the way it's designed. Now it's my fault for buying that particular one, but I still think it's a dumb design because I didn't even think that it would be exposed outside of the rail, because usually the rail slips over the barrel nut. Is what it is. Is what it is. DT, you probably put the hand stop on a PSA. The Monstrum rejected being treated like that. Oh, that's funny. No, not the PSA. Don't put me on that. That's funny. All right. Next question. How was your expedition in the desert? So you know what? For a $3,000 piece of crap, the expedition did very well. So it was me and two of my other buddies went out. It was actually three, but only two other vehicles. We went out to the Anza Borrego Desert, and we started, exploring. And, we wanted to just see, one, the area and, if our vehicles were capable enough to, explore what we wanted to explore. And they were. Most of the trails are actually very, very mild. Then we got to Diablo Drop-Off, which, just given the name, we're like, all right, man, let's see what this is about. We looked at it, we're like, this is sketchy, because we're not big 4x4 off-roaders or anything. Those people probably look at it and be like, yeah, no big deal. Us, we're like, we like the outdoors, we like to explore and do all that stuff, but as far as navigating extreme terrain and stuff like that, pretty inexperienced, other than my job experience, but still not doing any kind of crazy 4x4 off-roading, dropping down cliffs and crap. So anyway, The expedition led the way because it's the oldest vehicle and nobody wanted to mess up their nice GMC or Tacoma. So like, yeah, you go ahead and lead the way. Plus, I had the one who downloaded the GPS and had the routes all mapped out and shit. So it did very, very well. If you haven't seen that video, go ahead and check it out. Give it a like, comment. You'll see the old expedition flexing, getting up on 3 wheels. I was about to crap my pants because I'm like, whoa. I'm like, am I on 3 wheels? They're like, yeah, big time. I'm like, oh shit. And it was a good time. A lot of tight spaces in the canyons. It was pretty cool. So check that video out. And if you like that kind of content, let me know and I'll make sure that I put more of it out. Whoa, got a lot of comments here. Haha, well, I tried on several rails and nope, garbage. Hit or miss, hit or miss. I don't know, Ryden. RTT and I should have a range day. You should. Oh, the plot thickens. Been trying to get you out for a range day a few times, DT. Can't get you to leave Yuma. Called out. So there it is. It's on my live. The viewers have seen it. RTT is hosting Desert Tactical to come out and shoot. So Desert Tactical just needs to leave Yuma and get his crap together. And that's just how it is. No, but I can't. I actually look forward to seeing that video because pretty much the 2 main YouTubers that I watch. I mean, obviously I watch the big guys, but I don't really count them. I mean, everybody watches Grand Thumb and Warrior Poe Society and all that stuff. But I like to support the smaller channels. Also, RTT is a bigger channel, but he's still, relatively down to earth and isn't so godly that we can't, reach out and touch him a little bit. All right. Dig your tablet stand. So I actually stole this. It's either my daughter's or my wife's. I don't know whose it is, but the whole tablet, everything is theirs. I always take it. My wife always gives me crap. She's like, why don't you buy your own stuff? I'm like, why would I do that when you have stuff that I can use for free? It doesn't make any sense. Relatively down to earth. Aren't we all like relatively down to earth? I would say we're all like super grounded and super humble, but we all have our moments where we're a little bit obnoxious. So no, it wasn't anything offensive. Haha, I caught that too. I just keep it real, man. Come on, we all have our moments. All right. Next question. Have you ordered a stock for that rifle that fell off the wall? Thank you for bringing that up. I appreciate it. So a couple lives ago, I actually was all thrown off. Couldn't remember any of the questions anybody asked me. I didn't have time to set anything up because right when I was about to get my stuff ready to start my live, I went upstairs to grab my tripod and I noticed that one of my rifles was laying on the floor. And I was like, what the freak is that? So I had just taken all my weapons down and rearranged my gun wall. And I guess I just threw it up there and didn't make sure that it was like on the hooks all the way. And it ended up falling off the wall. Luckily, it was just like a Savage Axis 308. So decent rifle, but not like super, super expensive. So to answer your question, yes, I have ordered a stock. Ordered a stock from Boyd's. And I'm just waiting for it to get here. That way I can swap over my barrel and all the, trigger housing, all that stuff to the new stock. And I'll probably do a video. I can't show you guys me putting it on the new stock because YouTube is freaking Rainbow Coalition. But I'll show you guys the finished product. I'll show you the before, my broken ass stock, and I'll show you the new Boyd's and how functional and sweet it is. But thank you for bringing up that past trauma. I really appreciate it. Replace your braces with stocks. I don't wanna. I think I'm just gonna leave the braces on. Obviously, if I build anything in the future, why buy a brace? Just put a stock on it. But for now, I'm just gonna leave my stuff the way it is. I'm not really doing nothing. And here you are convincing me that the big noise was the baby gate in the middle of the night. Little did you know. I still think that was the baby gate. I don't know when this rifle fell off the wall, woman, but I don't know. So in the middle of the night, I did hear a noise, and my wife was like, "Did you hear that?" I was like, "Yeah, I think it was the gate, like our little baby gates to keep our daughter from going down the stairs." Um, she's like, "That was probably your rifle falling." Yeah, whatever. All right. What other questions do I have? Next trip out in the bug out truck. So obviously, like I said, I just went to Anza Borrego Desert. So my next trip, I'm trying to go out to a place called Menachie Meadows. Um, Nothing like crazy, super hard about the area. It's relatively flat, but it's like a super wide open valley with streams and all kinds of stuff to do, camp, fish for trout, all that stuff that I like to do because I'm a red-blooded American who likes to do outdoor things. So that's probably my next trip. If it's not that, then it will just be like small little trips around here. I'm on Camp Pendleton, so there are some trails that go through the mountains of the base to different locations out in town. So I can cut through like all this property that normal people can't really drive on. So I might check some stuff out like that, but probably my next big trip will be a place called Menachie Meadows. What did that say? Just to let you know, the viewers know, he wasn't going to get up to check it out. Talk about home defense. Cause it was the baby gate. If I got up for every noise I heard ever, I would never get any sleep. Okay, gonna gonna make some carne asada tacos for dinner, but I'll be watching. One last question before I start cooking. 3 items or pieces of gear you regret buying. I answered this question. You're the one who asked this, and I answered it last week on my live. And shame on you for not tuning in. Um, but if I can recall, I can't recall. You put me on the spot. I prepped for this question, and now I don't know. Sometime late March to mid-April, RDO, DT, RTT range day. DT, maybe you can connect with Bug Out Bundy as well. Uh, yeah, I'm down for that. Mid-April, late March. I'm down with that. I'm down with that. Hell yeah. You guys are only a couple hours away from me, so it's really not that bad. Um, Go find a cheap place to spend the night and come back the next day. Yes. Before it gets too hot. Yeah, because it gets freaking hot there. I stopped by and shot with DT, what was it, like June? It was hot as balls out there, man. My white ass was red as hell. I mean, if Ryden and I did it in 120 degrees, yeah, dude, it was brutal. Any experience, thoughts on binary triggers, Franklin Armory? Picked one up on Black Friday, put it in a Wyndham weaponry, chambered in 7.62. Double tap seemed effective, switched it out to a MMP 1522. I mean, I like them. I think they're cool. I have shot them. I've never owned one myself. I've shot other buddies' rifles with them. I think they're cool. I'm just a very simplistic person, though. I mean, I just like a nice single stage, regular freaking, about 4.5 pound trigger is about good for me. Sometimes 3.5. I do have a CMC that's 3.5 pound trigger pull. I think they're cool, but yeah, too much fun and 22 long rifle easier on the wallet. 22 is definitely easier on the wallet than 7.62. You can buy a whole. You guys remember the days where you could buy like a whole brick for like $10 of 22? It was like 550 rounds, whatever it was. Those were the days. But yes, RTT, I am down for a range day. If we're coming to your house, then I would say just pick a date that works for you within that range and let us know, and we'll all just try to make it work. I'm 4.5 hours from DT. A good meeting area is BLM land somewhere around I-8. Even better. So yeah, let me do some research, and the other guys, DT and yourself, can try to pick a spot, and we'll see what kind of works out. Obviously, I'm all the way on the Pacific Ocean, so I'm willing to ride a little bit to meet up with two other well-known YouTubers to shoot, and obviously look forward to learning a lot from RTT because he is an actual instructor. Gila Bend is 2 hours away from me. Well, it sounds very good then, doesn't it then? Desert Tactical. My wife's giving me the old, I didn't approve of this meeting. You got plenty of advance notice, woman. What? I thought you were in AZ. He is. He's in like Somerton, just below Yuma. Maybe his mapping data is off. I don't really know where Gila Bend is, but who knows? Let's see. Continue. I don't know what this thing is doing. Don't allow. Gila Bend, Arizona. How far is that? From Ocean side. This thing's thinking about what it wants to do. I don't know what the heck this thing's doing. 4 hours. It's like 4 hours and 15 minutes for me. I mean, that's not bad. I'm willing to do that. So you could drive 2 hours, Dave. Because it's near what? It's near Casa Grande. Let's see how far Gila Bend is from Yuma. Arizona route. Hour and a half. It's an hour and a half from you. Well, it's an hour and a half from Yuma. I guess if you're like 10, 15 minutes from Yuma, then 2 hours makes sense. But still, it's way less than I gotta drive. Don't be complaining. Don't be complaining. RTT is awesome. I'd love to train with him and you, RDO. I'll rock my PSA pews just for RTT. He's gonna love them. He's gonna want to shoot them by the end of the day. He'll be like, give me that damn PSA. I need that. I guess I'm gonna bring. I'll bring a PSA too, but I'll also have my Anderson and a few other things. If I'm gonna go 4 hours away, I'm gonna bring a few things to make it worth my trip. I thought you were in AZ, RDO. No, I'm in California, Kent Pendleton. But it's cool. I'm willing to drive to make stuff, to do fun stuff. I mean, obviously I don't want to drive that far, but I will. Because I'm a team player. Uh-oh, my wife said, okay, period. Now I'm in trouble. Great. You can always crash at my place, RDO. I have a guest room. There we go. Logistics on point. That'll be what? Halfway back home, spend the night. Next day, come back home. He can drive 4 hours back home. This woman doesn't understand how daylight works. I gotta drive 4 hours there, do a bunch of training, and drive 4 hours back. She doesn't care. She doesn't care if I crash and die. Non-negotiable. All right. Looks like I'm waking up at 4 a.m. 3 a.m. Life insurance. She doesn't understand that I'm 36 and no other woman wants me. Bring in it. She can meet May. In it with 2 kids. Yeah. She's going to be so over it by the time we got there that she would not be a pleasure to meet. All right. She laughs. See? She knows it's true. You gotta catch her on a good day when the wind is right. All right, guys. So I'm gonna wrap it up. Obviously, the live got started later than I would have liked to it today, but I feel like we had some good dialogue. Got RDO and RTT. Sorry, RDO. That's me. Got Desert Tactical and RTT on the hook for a range day sometime in the next month or so. That's why I ride solo. Crash anywhere I want in the desert. Take my tie anywhere. Good stuff. Simple times, man. Simple times. But I wouldn't trade my wife for anything. All right. So yeah, we'll wrap it up, guys. Very productive live, I think. We had some good conversation, some good dialogue, and we have a range day in the works between 2 freaking badass YouTubers. So have a good night, guys. I love you all very dearly. Go check out the videos if you haven't. And again, for the guy who asked, that range bag, if you go to my campsite page, Amazon storefront, it's under the cases folder. So that's all I got. Till next time, I'll see you guys either this week with that video for my next AR build, or I'll see you the following week after my live if the stuff doesn't come in. All right, have a good one.